Hey guys, what's up? And y'all, Nintendo has released one of the coolest Switch 2 updates in a while. And I'm talking about like the operating system updates. We've had a few coolish one, but this one adds a amazing new feature along with some other smaller, very nice quality of life new features. Let's get into it. So, Switch OS, as I'll call it, version 22 is out, both for the Switch 1 and Switch 2. Today we will be taking a look at the Switch 2 edition of that because that has the major new feature. The Switch 1 gets like one of the new features, but all of the most new features are on the Switch 2. Alright, so let's just start out with the most boring new features. The first new feature is that there is a new organization system for when you're looking at how much storage is taking up in data management. Now there is different colors of the bar, and below that you'll see what those color represents, kind of like what it looks like on your iPhone or Mac or whatever. So now it will show you what portion of data is album, game, software, DLC, stuff like that. And honestly, that is something that is so amazing and that I haven't honestly really taken the time to think about, but now that I have, it's something that I've been wanting for years. Especially as someone who has a lot of screenshots, it's nice to know, oh, what percentage? And it's also nice to know that when you're trying to gauge what's on your system, what's on your SD card. Overall, it's nothing major. It should have been there since the beginning, but it's definitely a extremely welcomed update. And then the next new feature, I think is one of the weirdest things. I'm going to be honest, I think it's kind of useless. And that feature is friend notes. So now, under your profile and your friend list, you can leave notes only to yourself, saying something with only 20 characters. At first when I heard this, I got excited because I was like, oh, wait, can we leave notes to our friends? Like, could this be some sort of chatting between our friends? But nope, it's just little note to yourself when you look at their profile page, which is really pointless in my opinion. Especially because you can only add up 20 characters, and I mean, okay, I just don't see a useful use case besides saying something like they owe me $500 or something. I don't know. I got my hopes up, but my hopes were let down, and I just think it's really weird and pointless. I don't know why they added this, but I mean, hey, if you're someone out there that there's just something you really need to note about your friend, and you can do it in under 20 characters on your Switch 2, then there you go. And that feature, by the way, is also available on the Switch 1. One small feature I did forget to mention is that there's also a new rewind and forward button when you're playing media in the news app or the Nintendo eShop using the shoulder ZL and ZR buttons. Honestly, okay. It's, again, something that also should have been there in the beginning, but hey, at least we have it now. And of course, you could still adjust the length with the thumbstick, but I mean, I guess if you want to do it this way, it's there. Alright, but it is time for the major new feature of this update, probably the biggest new feature of basically any Switch 2 update yet, and that is Handheld Mode Boost. So basically what this does is all of your Switch 1 titles run at two different resolutions. One resolution in handheld mode up to 720p, and one resolution in docked mode up to 1080p. And on the Switch 2, now games can run up to 1080p, but games that have not had a Switch 2 edition update do not get to take advantage of that. So what this does is it allows the docked version of your Switch 1 game to run in handheld mode, meaning that you're going to be getting the best visuals possible out of the Switch 1 version in handheld mode, which is just amazing. So I tested this out from a few softwares, and at the end of this video I'll give you some samplings, but first I kind of want to just talk about it. First of all, for some reason, if the game has touch controls, it's disabled when I open it, and if you just touch the screen with the mode on, it will be like, sorry, touch controls not available during handheld boost mode, which I think it's really weird, but I think the reason why it does that is because I think it's literally just running the docked version, which wouldn't support touch controls, which is a bit disappointing because I would have hoped Nintendo would have found a way, but I guess they would have to update the actual game to do that. And also another thing, when you connect your controllers, it will give you a little pop-up saying that when the Joy-Con 2 are attached to the system, it treats them as a Pro controller, which is also really weird. I guess it has to do with since it's probably literally just running the docked version of the game, but it doesn't really have any effect on it, so, you know. And I did test you can still play with the Joy-Cons detached perfectly fine. I don't know how multiplayer games will work though. I was not able to test that, but that might be interesting with that. So yeah, it's a bit weird how it works, but honestly, I think this is a major upgrade that, again, should have been on the Switch 2 since day one, but hey, at least we have it now. Oh yeah, and there's also some new game chat features, but I've only used game chat once and never went back, so if you want to know about that, you're gonna have to find someone else. I'm sorry. Alright, and to end out the video, here is a few comparisons with the mode on and off, and also comparison with the Switch 1 from handheld mode. So anyways guys, thanks for watching. Please make sure to like and subscribe. It means so much to me, and enjoy these comparisons.